and welcome to another Gentle Moments ASMR video. Today we're opening the Mask of Ogerpon Premium Collection. It comes with 10 booster packs and these 3 Twilight Masquerade stamped promo cards. Maybe we'll get the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade. Maybe we'll get something else. Regardless, we have 2 of these boxes for a total of 20 packs. So let's jump in and let's see what we get. It's actually Temporal Forces, not Paradox Rift, but still, I haven't opened a lot of these yet, so this will be exciting for sure. And look at these. I absolutely love that Twilight Masquerade stamp. Look at how it glows in the light and how it shimmers. These are always awesome. I wish the Pokemon Center stamps were holographic. The ones you get from the Elite Trainer boxes. I think it would just add a little bit. But yeah, that's okay. How are y'all doing? How's everything going with y'all? Look at these fresh cards. We start with a Beldum. It looks like he's moving so fast. He's kicking up sand. The card reads, from its rear, Beldum emits a magnetic force that rapidly pulls opponents in. They get skewered on Beldum's sharp claw. That's kind of scary. I didn't realize it worked like that. Of course, a Beldum is just 4, or 1 of 4 Metagross arms. Really a cool Pokemon in my opinion. Breloom. The seed on its tails are made of toxic spores. It knocks out foes with a quick, virtually invisible punch. That's interesting. These flavor text always surprise me. They add such a different dimension to the Pokemon you think you know so well. Look at this roly-goly. Looks like he's sitting in front of some sort of train. This is a crazy Pokemon to me. Like, how do you even think about this? Like, really? Rolling coal. Heat more. A fire anteater Pokemon. Sharpedo. And look at that. It's by our favorite artist, Shinji Kanda. That's great. As soon as it catches the scent of prey, Sharpedo will jet seawater from its backside, hurting toward the target to attack at 75 miles an hour. That's really, really quick. Bionga's devotion explores guidance Box. I do wish these had flavor text, but they have to put the Pokemon EX rule on them, which is you take 2 prize cards when you defeat this Pokemon. Alright, let's open from Twilight Masquerade. We haven't opened one of these in quite a while. I think we did a 72 pack opening of Twilight Masquerade some time ago. Wow, Trill, Glimmet, Thwacky, Heliolisk, Chi, Yu, Lucky Helmet, Mighty Hana, Ogre's Mask, Aggron, Reverse Hollow. Honestly, this is a really cool Pokemon. I always had an Aggron on my Ruby and Sapphire teams. Aggron has a horn sharp enough to perforate thick iron sheets. It brings down its opponents by ramping onto them horn first. Ouch. Oh, no way. Look at that. A Blissey full art. That's pretty cool. I do not have this yet. And that is a really nice card in my opinion. Wow. Well, look at that. That makes me happy. For sure. Alright. Let's go on to a Temporal Forces pack. How has life been lately for y'all? What have y'all been up to? We've been busy planning our Japan trip. I tried to get tickets to Pokemon Cafe last night, and I was extremely unsuccessful. I live in the Central Time Zone, and the tickets and reservation space, they become available at 6 p.m. every day, 31 days in advance from your booking, but in the Japan time zone. So, JST. Anyways, I got up at 3:55 a.m. and I spammed create reservation until like 5:30 a.m. Oh, Iron Bundle. And I just couldn't get in. I just couldn't get one. So we will not be going to Pokemon Cafe. So sorry. Well, I'm sorry for my kid. Because I really wanted to see the Dancing Pikachu, but honestly, it's probably going to be fine. I think that she really won't remember it. And I feel like when we go to Super Mario World, which I did get, we are going to get into, she'll probably get to see Donkey Kong, and that'll make her really excited. And me too. So yeah, if you guys ever go to Japan and you want some tips, just let me know. But definitely getting reservations for Pokemon Cafe is, in my opinion, harder than getting drops from What is he doing? Jumping around. Monkey, Dory, and Palafin EX. So yeah, we've been working on our Japan trip. We finished the 3rd season of Squid Games, which I really enjoyed. A lot of people didn't like the ending, but I actually thought it was a really good ending to that show. I don't want to spoil it, but it was excellent. And I think they're going to do another season, but maybe set in the US. Grubbin, Medichan, Tranquil, Mr. Mime, Shaman, Cypher Maniacs, Code Breaking, Vic Vault, Meditite, BM, and Feraligator. Look at that. That's one of my favorite Pokemon. So we'll definitely set this aside. I love Feraligator. That's my friend. That's my friend for Legends CA. I can't wait to see their Mega form, which we will eventually see at some point, right? I think so. Alright. They did show Mega Dragonite last week. I was going to make an entire video on the Pokemon percents, but honestly, it just wasn't enough content for me to take time to make a video about. I guess I could have, but it's okay. Lit, Wick, Poochina, Fla, Baby, Timber, Diplin, Kilowatt, Sand, Slash, Illumies, Venison, and Dragapult EX. I don't know if y'all remember, but I got the secret illustration rare Dragapult EX from Prismatic Evolutions. I think it was from the Eevee box. The, what is it, Super Premium Collection or something like that. Alright, let's open our next pack of Temporal Forces. You know, I've never opened, I don't really think I've opened a lot of these before. When I open them, it's like, because they're included in another bundle like this, not because I'm seeking them out. Mud, Bray, Ghastly. It looks like someone's shining a flashlight on the Ghastly. That'd be pretty creepy. Let's read the flavor text. It wraps its opponents in its gas-like body, slowly weakening its prey by poisoning it through the skin. That's sick. Venison, Dun Sparse, That's actually a pretty looking card, in my opinion. Tramp is cool. I wish that you would get like a pre-evolution or something. I'll keep it right there. Is it like Dragon Grandpa? I think so. I bet that's what Pokemon was going for. Dragon Grandpa. Alright. Let's look at the Twilight Masquerade pack. Let's see. What else has been going on? Donkey Kong is amazing. Donkey Kong Bonanza is phenomenal. A truly spectacular game. I am really close to finishing, I think. But I still really want to look at that Slugma. I love that art. My goal is to collect every single banana in the game. And so that's going to take a while. I currently have like 500, I think. Which is about half. But that's a lot. Oh, look at that Morpeko, that's really cute. She's at like a little campsite or something. That's fun. Oh, no way. Look at that Chansey. That's awesome. That is Dottie's favorite, one of her favorite cards, I think. That's nice. I do love this card a lot. I like to see the Pokemon at work. And the Chansey and Blissey are running the Pokemon Center. I guess Chansey has some books or some sort of boxes. That's fun. Look at that. We pulled Chansey and Blissey. And look at that Arcanine. That's an awesome card. Which Arcanine do you like better? The Hisuian Arcanine or the standard Kanto Arcanine? I like the original Arcanine. I wish. Is there like a fire electric Pokemon? There needs to be a fire electric Pokemon. Maybe have like a new variant for Arcanine where he's fire electric. I think that'd be pretty cool. Meta Tight Turtonator Hoot Hoot Beldum Bianca's Devotion Reniculus Explorer's Guidance a Reverse Hollow Ekans a Reverse Hollow Haunter and a Koraidon. Look at that. Such a cool card. We'll keep that up here for a few minutes until we get to our next box. Alright, the last pack of our first Ogerpon Mask Premium Collection set. And honestly, 10 packs is like, that's pretty good for a random premium collection, in my opinion. Slugma, Tadpole, Applin, Swirlix, Fairy Giraffe, Gemming That is really cool. I wish I was a talented artist. I guess this is kind of like a form of art, right? ASMR. I suppose so. Far-fetched. Torkoal. Kadabra. Oh, Lucha. Cramorant. Carrot. Sunflora. Leafeon. Look at that. Reverse hollow. Leafeon. I love Leafeon. And Snowmont. Oh, no way. Oh, yes. Blood Moon. Ursa Luna. That's awesome. Look at that card. That's like a really beautiful full art. Man, I'm honestly loving I'm loving these pulls so far. These are really great. Oh, this card's awesome. Honestly, I love Ursaluna. I haven't gotten the Blood Moon Ursaluna in Scarlet and Violet yet, just because I think it requires you completing the Kinokami Pokedex, which I do not have the time for right now. So, it's just not happening, but maybe eventually it will. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Lickitung, Slugma, Solosis, Scyther, Sandy Shocks, Ridiculous, Mist Energy, Reverse Hollow. Look at that Pikachu. That Reverse Hollow Pikachu. And Roaring Moon. Look at that Pikachu. That's great. I'm gonna set that aside. I like that card. We've got lots of things going on here now. Yeah, I really didn't like the ancient and future Pokemon. I'm glad they're moving on from that gimmick. I guess these Pokemon will have to exist in other games to some extent because they can go to Pokemon Home, but I just really hope they limit them in other games. Chansey, Trek, Loak, Poliwhirl. Look at him. He's dancing in the rain. I love that for him. Tingling, Heracross, Love Ball, Glimora, Mightyena, Nose Pass, and Frostless. Rare. How nice. When was Frostless added? Was Glalie in Generation 3? I think Snorunt and Glalie were from Generation 3, and then maybe Frostless was added in Gen 4. I don't remember. Could have been much later. Roselia, is so cool. I don't have this card. I love that. It's got Gengar and Haunter in it too. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Is that from Temporal Forces? Wow. That's nice. That's super cool. That reminds me of that new Pikachu and Gengar card that just came out. It's selling for $2,000. I know Sigma Steven wanted that card. I wanted it too. I didn't want to shell out $75. A booster box. When in all reality that was actually an amazing deal. And I should have just done it. Venipede, A-Rod, Sand Shrew, Glamora, Poliwrath, Hassel, Emolga, Venison, and Enamoros. Alright, next, back, a temporal forces back. What do y'all think about me having some cards out here that aren't rares? I'm trying to be more appreciative of the wide variety of Pokemon cards that exist. Nuzleaf, Mincino, Rock, Ruff, Colossal, Perilous Jungle, Moon Pheasant, Dirt Wig. I really like that card. Kill Dio. Oh, another Feraligatr. I'm so excited for that Mega Evolution Feraligatr. I've heard great things about it. Alright. Next. Back. Let's see what we pull. Let's start with the Trevenant. A ghastly, ghoulish tree to help you relax. Emolga, Frogadier, Illumise, Jamming Tower, Glaceon, Sad Slash, Snorlax. Look at that, Snorlax. Nine Tails. And another Frostlass. Just 2 packs left. Let's open the Temporal Forces. Next. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with what we've pulled. To be perfectly honest with you. Alright. Skinny. Electabuzz. Bramblin. just not in love with the different past and future Pokemon. Alright. Our last pack. We start with a Shinji, Ganda, Girafarig. I should probably save all his cards because they're amazing. Full Pix, Froakie, Eevee, Hassel, Brute, Bonnet, MB Bomb, Reverse Hollow, Grookey, Reverse Hollow, Enamorous, and our last card, Teal Mask, Ogerpon. How fitting, that should be our last pull. Alright, look at all these beautiful, beautiful cards. Let's go through our hits and let's see what we pulled. Let's start with the honorable mentions. I love this Pikachu. It's really cool. Trampa, which is Grandpa Dragon, or Dragon Grandpa. Freligator, and Karatin. I just thought these were cool. I never really appreciate the rare cards with the stars on them, so I figured we should this one time. From the EXs, Iron Leaves, Dragapult, Palafin, Gouching Fire, and Iron Boulder. Alright. Nothing quite amazing. But that's okay. Alright, and for our actual hits, which I really, really liked a lot. The Neo Upper Energy, the Twilight Masquerade, Wellspring Mask, Ogerpon, the Twilight Masquerade, Earth Flame Mask, Ogerpon, Ghastly. Look at that Ghastly. Look at that. You have Meowth. You have Gengar. You have Haunter. Oh, this card is a masterpiece. Truly, it's like, I think it's amazing. One of my new favorite cards, for sure. And the back is actually like